What's good, y'all? This is Antonio Ortiz. You may also know me as Copycat the Great, but that's probably that's probably not something I'm not that known for. But anyway, so haven't put up any content in a long while. Now I have something totally new going on. Just doing those first couple videos and getting all handle on content creation. I realize, you need something to really push, something you want to put, your whole effort into, like 100%. You can't just go out there and float it or or just talk randomly. But yeah, anyway, so with this channel now, I will be going into another journey I'm going through right now, which is entrepreneurship. I am doing a Make Startups program at the Clubhouse, which is here in Augusta, Georgia. And for anyone that wants to look it up, it's the Club How, hit the dot, SE. So it would, yeah, but it's called Clubhouse. Anyway, and also they have another great website called cofounderos.com. And the spelling on that one, of course, co-founder, OS as an operating system.com. You should check it out. It's a platform basically that helps you but honestly is a platform that helps you launch a business. So any of y'all interested in that, please check it out. But as well I'm into this program, and what I will be doing in the program is, reporting to y'all, of course, because right now I basically, I have like nothing. I'm unemployed. I got some personal stuff going on as well, and it is life. So I will continue to probably make mistakes or stumbles or whatever you like to call it here on out, because if everyone was perfect, everyone would be on another level. Am I even recording? Okay, sorry, yeah, y'all called me. I'm got a cheat sheet up here. I just had to make sure I was actually recording. Anyway, so my first thing, there it goes again. Oh well. So first thing about this video, as far as, like I said, I'm gonna switch the channel into my road to entrepreneurship, basically. And what I'm want to my dream launch, and not even a dream launch. This is the first step into getting into that. Will be the CSR Aqua Spa. So look for that. And anyway, so this is basically my homework. I figured I'd do it on video, all right, there it goes, to challenge my other classmates to either, make their next presentation in video form. And then I also challenge them to watch this video, give me any kind of critique you have, anything. All right. So we were asked 8 questions, and I'm going to have to look down. I don't have this off the top of my dome, which I'll get there. But anyway, so basically we're doing 8 things you should know when launching a business. First thing is know your why. So this is personal, knowing your why. My why is I want to help, people alleviate stress and bring them into a state of tranquility, basically. I want to do this because, just connecting with yourself And this is basically what a float tank, which would be part of my aqua spa, is float tanks. Besides the, you know, that's basically, well, let me stop running off because I will continue to talk about other things and not finish the presentation. Anyway, so that is my why. I do, genuinely care about other people, which I call myself the naive empath. Sorry, jeez. Getting a little fuzzy, getting a little nervous, but shouldn't be nervous. Done this several times, but I always feel like I need to try to get it perfect and clean, but it's better. I like to think that people, want to see you kind of fumble here and there. That makes us all human, right? All right, so that's my why. So my second question is know your market, and that's broken into 3 questions. Who is it for? So basically, it's for all the professionals in the CSRA or visiting the CSRA. Any professional, whether medical, athletic. What else do what else do people come to Augusta to do? I'm not always 100% sure. I know there's gonna be a cyber tech city soon. Cyber security tech city. But anyway, anyone who's coming into the Augusta area that wants to basically get into a state of tranquility. And they can be anywhere. I'm not sure about the rules about spas. Maybe, I don't know too many 16 or younger, youths or youths, juveniles or whatever you call it, anybody under 18. But so for the most part, it'll just be 18 and older. Maybe let's say 65, I guess, is the working age for this day. And the market for float necessarily might not be all-time high, but I would love to change that. But the next step also in the aqua spa would be our cold plunge therapy, which are basically tubs that get to about 50 degrees. If you get a good one, negative 37. Shout out to qoolpod, and cool is with a QOOL. But all right, and that's, let me see. All right, so yeah, sorry, get a little all over the place. So you got the float tanks. Float tanks will be Royal Spa, and qoolpod is actually like a subsidiary. Anyway, I don't need to get into all that. Next thing will be, how big is the market? All right, so I'm gonna have to look at a paper here for that one, because that is numbers, and I don't remember numbers very well. So I combined all my totals with the float, cold water therapy. Well, I put float, cold water plunge, and massage industries combined are currently at 50.4 billion, with a growth in 10 years of about 124 billion. Yeah, big number. All right. So, what I understand about the market, or what I understand about float therapy, cold plunge therapy, and of course hydro massager. That was the last piece I left off of there. So with the float industry, you basically get into they're called deprivation tanks. You get inside of it, but to help alleviate people, or to help more people, I would go with the option of a float room as well, because everyone's not going to want to get in this tiny pod, and maybe I'll put a little picture up here of it so people can kind of get a visual of it. Now, which All right, so that's my three-part question to two. Number three will be knowing your brand. So basically, what I stand for was CSRA Aqua Spa, and anyone else that I do work with is we stand for a quality product and to satisfy our customers, and also not only just satisfy but also to gain on their perspective of when they're within our spa. Sorry. And basically, bring them to a tranquil place where they can forget about what they walked in with, and maybe when they come out, or not even maybe, when they come out, they are just going to feel refreshed and ready to face that journey head on of building up, our community here in the CSRA. So my market solution. All right, so that one, I don't think I answered it very well. So, but here's my take on it. The CSRA Aqua Spa facilities will not only bring you into tranquility, but we will also stay on top of, any new advances or any technology, not even the newest. Maybe there's some older stuff that we don't, older ancient, not philosophy, oh my God, ancient practices that maybe we've kind of forgot about, and we'll do our best to provide things like that, stay cutting edge, or in this and this maybe a little back to the Stone Age. All right. So how well do you communicate it? I will do very well because obviously I'm sitting here speaking in front of a camera, so I have no issues communicating it this way. Just maybe, fine tune my wordings and my persona as I'm talking to you now. So this brings us to our fourth, knowing your business. All right, so how do I make money? Anyway, that's very, very good question. I'm joking. Anyway, so CSRA Aqua Spa, we will have automated systems. You'll be able to schedule, pay, and anything else in between those two things. Of course, picking out services. So you'll be able to use your smartphone, PC, call, any form of communication will be open. And yeah, the question was, how does your model align with your brand? My model aligns with my brand basically because those two things are a part of my core values as as a person. You got to be upfront, be transparent. Excuse me, so to say. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Having a cold. So yeah, transparency definitely is a great thing. I mean, I'm here creating content that anyone can see, and I just want people to know how ambitious I am to make things happen. What makes you different? All right, so what's going to make us different is going to be, well, first of all, I'm going to be there. That's what makes it very different. But aside from me, like I said, you'll also have a top of the line, well built, thought out facility for the customer. We're going to have float tank therapy, cold plunge therapy, hydro massage will be, I guess, my foundation, my threes. And that's just to start out with. Once we start generating income, we will, like I said, we'll continue to figure out all the new new things and go back to some of them ancient ones as well that actually worked back in the days. So that's what's gonna make me different. Sorry, I cannot say that word. My God. Fifth fifth question: knowing your strategy. All right. So basically, how I will get customers is gonna be I'll cold call. I will do social media. Go knock on doors. No, honestly, I'm not gonna knock on a door, but I'll go out to festivals and just any kind of conference where people meet up. So I will market myself, network myself as well within, the clubhouse. And okay. That's just the first front end of it. I will also use, social media. I will use referrals. I'll of course have a trial package with subscriptions based on, what you like. That'll be different for everyone. And that's how we'll get my customers. Next thing will be how will I keep them? And like I said, long as I'm getting the feedback from them and keeping my place, keeping the CSR Aqua Spa in good running condition and continuing to bring in new innovative, practices into our facility, people will always come because I'm gonna, like I said, I will stay on top of this self-care, holistic therapies that may have been forgotten, or just buried in a book somewhere, and they're like, hey, did you know this was good for you? We'll go into all that, make sure there's some kind of practicality to everything. It's not just going to be some you know experiment going on, which maybe there will. I'm joking. Anyway, so that's how I will keep my customers. Feedback, giving them a quality product. So we are now at knowing my numbers. Now, this question is also, well, this one's also broken down into three. No, actually it's four parts, sorry. Number 6. So number 6 is know your numbers. What does it cost to help your customers? All right. Don't have a detailed one for that, but I know of the details as far as mortgage, water bill, electric bill, gas bill, whatever it costs to have a facility. We'll go into also any sort of maintenance, like we'll also go to any sort of maintenance on equipment, building itself. So those are some of your little fine numbers. As far as startup, I have a startup number basically of what I want in the facilities. So I have that detailed pretty good. Just don't have a place to rent, lease or mortgage, whatever. Either or. Don't have those numbers. I'm not into that step just yet, but I will get quotes as we go along. Now, how long does it take to serve your customers? 60 minutes for $60 basically is 20 minutes floating, 20 minutes in your cold plunge therapy, 20 minutes inside our hydro massager. So my happy medium will be 60 minutes, and that's not including, my returning customers. They'll have completely different packages just based on their preferences. All right. Third part. What value do I create for my customers? At the CSR Aqua Spa, I will, we will bring you to tranquility within your times in our facility, which will leave you refreshed, ready for life. Sorry, I gotta use this right quick. So, this is one thing. When you come into that spa, you'll be feeling stressed, unbalanced, overwhelmed, burnt out. You come out, you're gonna be tranquil, balanced, ambitious, and rejuvenated. Sorry. I swear I need like a thing just to, like, you're right here, bruh. Probably put in the screen. All right, anyway. That will be the value I create for my customers. So, next part of the question is, how many can you serve well? So, facility wise, I'm thinking maybe couple. Completely joke. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna have the feedback, but of course, to serve them well, just need to keep my facilities clean. Talking about clean, I'm over here spreading germs in my daughter's room, of course. I mean, pretty bright in here. I hope y'all don't think that that, man, that's his bed. You know what? Yeah, it is my bed. My bed. Anyway, going off topic a lot. Anyway, so I was talking about the facility. Sorry. So facility wise, everyone will be able to serve well, because we always have to think about personal, personal things. Like when I go into that float, I don't want to see someone's hair that floated maybe a week ago in there. All right. I don't want, to feel someone else's moisture, things like that. So, there is going to be, I want the, or I will have that facility clean like a surgical, I want to say surgical center, but I'm trying to think of the word where they actually do the surgeries. So, but yeah, I want to clean like a surgery table, basically. That way, whenever a customer comes in, they don't see that hair, or they don't see something wet over here that they didn't do. Because, yeah, we're in that age where people think about a lot of those things. And, yeah, anyone steps in, you will be served well. And if you have any feedback, always, let us know. So, know your runway. How long can you afford to do this? So, some of the equipment, I know the hydro massager, 10 years, float tank, they're pretty much maybe 20 years. Same with the cold tubs. Depends on, they're not like high maintenance items. Pretty low maintenance, but, and like, to me personally, I can afford to do it as long as there's a demand for what I'm doing, and that I have the passion to continue to bring, peace of mind to people. And, as long as like I said, if I have the passion, it will continue to be a thing. We will always, bring in technology, practices that have been lost. I mean, if you want a holistic therapy, this, and I'm passionate about this, because when people can for a second, let's put aside our humanity. You got that, we all have our issues. We have stress that comes into our lives. And when you're able to alleviate a person from all their worries of this world, people can start thinking on a higher plane and, want to uplift humanity. So, this personal issue. Okay, and how can you buy more time? Time, okay, so I'm guessing, I'm not sure what that question means. Because to me, time, all right, so basically for me, time cannot be bought. And just like how you watch this video, you cannot get that time back. Time is something that's very, very important to all of us, whether we know it or not. Time is something I wish I could buy. Number 8, know your adaptability. First part of this question, sorry I did not let y'all know how many questions I might have slipped there, but know your adaptability. What are you measuring? All right. Facility wise, I'm going to be measuring, I'll have my mortgage, utility bills, all that stuff that goes into measuring finances, which, like I said, I don't know. It's very kind of vague, but for me, I'll be measuring, the quality that I'm bringing to my customers. How well am I serving my community? How well, how well are they receiving what the CSR Aqua Spa does for them? Where, they can go out and they can do what they do for their community and continue their journey in this world. So that's what I would be measuring myself. All right, 8B, who are my advisors? So my advisors will be my mentor, guide, and teacher, Mr. Michael Newton Jr. He's, awesome guy. And just, as part of my advisors, everyone at the clubhouse will be, guides, advisors, and anyone that wishes to be, not, saying, hey, snatching them all up. But besides that, I will also, build a team once I get my foundation going. How do you stay true to your brand? So, to me, brand and myself are the same thing. And what I mean by that, basically, goes back to that passion thing. If I'm not passionate about what I'm doing, I'm going to be hurting my brand, and my brand, I am my brand. Antonio Ortiz Jr. is the brand that you are buying. Not just that, CSR Aqua Spa is my subsidiary, one of my children, if you must say. So, when we talk about brand and what we're putting out there for others to consume, consumers or customers, I don't know why I added that, but all that brings a sense of community with your brand. So, yeah, that was basically my guide to launch in 30 days, which was my class assignment. And let's see, before I go, I just, again wanted to give a shout out to the clubhouse, cofounderos.com, my mentor, Michael Newton Jr., all my classmates, of course. I appreciate all of y'all as well. And I do challenge y'all to, do a video presentation. I also challenge you to give me a little constructive criticism, feedback, whatever. You know, we're here to learn. We're here to build our brands. We're here to add what our values are into our community.
Peace.